Clinton, Missouri is a quiet farming town in the heart of America. Normally, the peaceful region feels insulated from big city crime. But that sense of security was shattered after a popular young woman was abducted and possibly murdered. The man drove off with Angela. Angela Hammond was an outgoing 20-year-old known to everyone as Angie. Her fiancé, Rob Schaefer, was a star athlete in high school. When he gave Angie a diamond engagement ring, he promised to always take care of her. Following a barbecue on the evening of April 4, 1991, Angie dropped Rob off at his house and said that she would call him a few hours later. As promised, Angie called Rob about an hour later from a payphone in the center of town. She was just 7 blocks from his home. According to Rob, Angie mentioned a truck had circled the block a few times. She said it was an older model green Ford pickup truck. Angie was unconcerned until the truck parked by the phone booth. Then the call took a disturbing turn. He used the phone next to her, got back in his truck, and looked at something with a flashlight. She described the flashlight to me over the phone. He was looking for something. I had her ask him if he needed to use the phone. Maybe the other phone was broken. And he said, no, he'd try again in a minute. Then we just talked about other things. We weren't too worried about it. And that's when I heard her scream on the phone. I heard her scream. The only thing that went through my mind was getting up there and finding out what the hell was going on. I just dropped the phone and ran out of the house. I didn't hang the phone back up, and just headed up there. As Robbie was driving towards the pay phone, a pickup truck sped past in the other direction. Somebody yelled out the window, "Robbie." That's how I knew it was them. Rob turned around on the street and chased the pickup through downtown. But he didn't realize that when he threw his car into reverse, the transmission had been severely damaged. Rob said that he chased the pickup for 2 miles before the transmission failed. The suspect's truck had a decal on the window. Angie's kidnapping sent shock waves through the town. The police and citizens searched far and wide, by both air and land, but found nothing. The best hope for cracking the case rested on locating the pickup truck. Within a week, Rob was cleared. Shortly after, police connected Angie's abduction to 2 other unsolved cases within 100 miles of Clinton. The first had occurred 3 months earlier near Max Creek, Missouri. On January 19, 1991, 42-year-old Trudy Darby was working alone in a convenience store. She called her son to report a suspicious man loitering outside. Trudy's son hurried to the store but found it deserted after just 10 minutes. 2 days later, Trudy was found on a riverbank 10 miles from the store. She had been fatally shot twice in the head. Angie's kidnapping stunned the community. About a month later, 30-year-old Cheryl and Kenny was reported missing in Nevada, Missouri, roughly 70 miles from where the body of Trudy Darby had been found. On February 28, 1991, Cheryl Ann had also vanished from a convenience store where she worked. She has not been seen since. Then, less than 1 month after that, Angie Hammond was abducted. Detective Parsons thinks the 3 cases are linked. Authorities suspected that a serial killer was on the loose in west-central Missouri. Update: on the 30th anniversary of her disappearance, new details were provided to the public. Investigators are working a theory that Angela was mistaken for another woman who was being targeted in the aftermath of her father's legal affairs. This man had acted as an informant in a narcotics case and received a note threatening the life of his daughter, also named Angela. The note was sent on April 4, 1991, the very evening of Angela Hammond's abduction. Authorities believe that, due to their similar names and appearances, the 2 women were mixed up and Angela Hammond was mistakenly abducted. As of April 2021, that theory is still being investigated.